I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death. And then I'm going to rebuild the Alpine Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death, and then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
Yep, I
Hey guys, welcome in.
Oh God, I'm so glad you said that because my mouth.
Your mouth what?
You put what in your mouth?
You did
We're
what?
playing D&D, man. Put those things away. They go back in the locked drawer.
I can't
I'm
believe
sorry,
you did
my
it
mouth's
for free.
full right now. I can't speak.
Hi guys, welcome to another week of shenanigans. This is always how it starts.
I mean, they missed the whole Xbox Live lobby discussion, so...
This is true.
Yeah, I've been saying at some days I think we should turn voice chat on 5 minutes before we turn on the video. So they can hear us warming up.
Save that kind of stuff
No.
for our podcast.
I
Oh, yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dale, you're right, exactly right about that. I'm wrong. No. Yeah. Yep. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I think we're gonna play some D&D here in a minute.
We're all here today.
We are all here.
Yeah. I was off kind of, hanging out with a different group of nerds last weekend. In silly hats.
Mm-hmm. So, Sir DM, you wanna...
Well, hold up. Why does Blue still say he's playing Rug?
Because it takes too much effort to do
It
the other one.
It does.
And I'm cool with it.
And that's his
Warren
main
is secretly
character, so-
Rug.
Right, undercover.
See, Morven's really Rug's echo, and he's been living to him this whole time.
What you got for food there, Blue?
Moo.
Oh, a sandwich. I was like, you get Chinese food? Huh?
It's a sandwich. I thought it was an Uncrustable at first, and I'm like, really?
I mean, hey.
You gotta get, what you gotta get to Uncrustables?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with Uncrustables, Ty. Don't knock on those.
I'm not doing shit. I'm not saying shit.
Apparently, Ty doesn't like Uncrustables. That's what I got from this
I
conversation.
never said that. I just
No,
they're for
you gotta
children.
remember, her peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are peanut butter and peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah, I don't like jelly on
Yeah,
my
she
peanut butter
doesn't like
sandwiches.
jelly.
I have learned something outside today I did not know before. Okay, that's good.
Just saying.
But I did see the spark of joy in Dell's eyes when the Uncrustables came up. It's like, yes. Just raw happiness.
If somebody does not tell me what an Uncrustable is, I'm getting ready to tell you all.
Toilet, I would just recommend Googling it and you can find out for yourself.
Alright,
I'm
so
about
toilet.
to tell you the
Hold
difference.
on. Toilet. Imagine somewhere in a factory, they make a bunch of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And take a cookie cutter thing and cut all the crushed out so it's in a circle and then seal it and freeze it.
So that you don't have to deal with the crust.
Sounds like a fucking Pop-Tart.
I mean,
It is-
kinda actually.
It's a Pop-Tart made out of Wonder Bread,
But it's a
basically.
sandwich. It's actually it's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's
though.
actual bread.
Yeah.
I mean, if you call what they use in Uncrustable bread,
It's
that's
microplastics.
I say that's I use that in air quotes. Bread.
It's bread.
It's not bread. Maybe.
Yeah, it is.
It's bread food. It's like cheese
Look,
food.
it's not Subway bread that has so much sugar it's not fucking bread, so...
He's got a point.
Fair.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
I always
Awesome,
dream about
channeling your
cheese.
inner tide.
Any white bread that isn't freshly baked is not great for you.
So I heard there was something about like a cave and some stuff, Del.
I mean, so there was a cave, right?
Now there's not.
No, there's not.
And some shit happened, and like people were having some weird shit happen to them.
The more wild
people got
magic bullshit.
stabbed. I wouldn't call it wild magic. It was just some weird shit.
Weird
You mean
shit.
Tark was having stuff happen to him because it was happening to him?
No, I had shit happen to me. Like every fucking 30 seconds.
You know what? What makes me laugh is I imagine that she said that and Toilet spun around to look at her and say that to her.
Yeah.
That's why he cut out halfway through the sentence.
It's like literally just what?
Okay, those two were the ones that had things happen to them. They were just unlucky.
I mean, Toilet also got stabbed by a giant spear trap.
No, all of us got stabbed by a giant spear trap.
Luke decided he was going to Iron Man his way through a trap.
What did I do? I did something.
You have a vial of acid hanging out.
Yeah, but there was more than that.
Y'all went to go pick up Morphin and Tiny. And then everybody else... Well, Toilet found out there was a big fucking thing in the waterfall area.
And for some reason decided to go, nope.
Biggs, are you telling me if you took a dive in the water and looked into it and there was something that was huge, like you were a fucking toothpick tit, you'd be like, I'm gonna stay in the water?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not
Okay.
talking about me here, though.
I don't know any white man who'd be like, I'm gonna do that because we're the only people dumb enough on this planet to get into that water in the first place. Blue, you...
Yes, that'd be fun.
I also
But you
believe
make
the
friends
comment.
with God.
I also believe the comment I made to Del while I was watching the VOD is, well, I mean, this was one hell of a week for your almost rogue not to be here.
Of course, Blue's like, I'll just go wrestle it.
That'd be some good eating.
Anywho, I think we're gonna go to a beach or something. Remember correctly?
By the way, be warned, last night I had 14 hours of sleep and I have a sugar right now.
You have a what
You
right
have
now?
a what?
A bunch of sugar.
Nice.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified because that's not what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard boner and I went, why are you telling us this?
Right, I heard that too.
Well, I mean, I think it's also a fair warning to tell us that but it's information we didn't need, but maybe useful to have. I don't know.
Useful how?
I mean,
Well,
honestly,
if they both disappear for like 5 minutes, we know what happened.
I've been in such a good mood lately. I've practically been walking around with one. Like, my blood pressure has probably dropped like 20 points, and I know why.
Don't brag.
Don't brag about what? Rocking a tuna can? Fuck, get off me.
I'm not on you.
Alrighty then. Moving swiftly forward.
Loot, how did you fix the thing where Forge wouldn't work for you? Because Drew's having that same problem. Did I just send you the invite link again?
I want to say I backed all the way out and restarted, refreshed my, closed my entire thing, and then brought it back up.
Okay.
What?
Drew, try that invite link again. See if that lets you in.
The invite link worked.
Water.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I did all the stuff Luke talked about last week, and then I tried it again today, and
all right.
But anyway, that worked.
I think what I ultimately ended up doing was restarting my PC, and that got rid of whatever 1 or 0 I decided it needed to hang on to.
Gotcha. But yeah, so Lynn, Toilet, and Drugu all ended up on a beach that was very familiar. For anybody else wondering, LD is off investigating stuff at the town because he had a concern regarding a la cult.
So, question. What was Lysander doing? Is he just going to...
Hanging out of the boat.
Yeah,
okay.
He's just gonna poof where you guys are at with you guys on the boat.
Okay.
Otherwise, I watched the VOD. I couldn't come up with a better idea. Let's just make this easy.
Oh God.
What's the matter?
Nothing. The chick looks into my soul.
Oh, okay. So I was always wondering why people use that. I don't have a soul, so it doesn't bother me. Look, I sold my soul for a Klondike bar, okay?
No, you didn't.
It was worth it.
So that's where you left, where Toilet was informing, and Toilet had informed Tarek, or War had informed Tarek what beach they were on. So, what is the airship crew going to do?
Probably should go pick them.
After finishing that conversation, I believe I had passed on what I knew about what was on us. I think they did something about it. I don't recall. That there was a spell affecting us that got dispelled. Yeah, the enchantment.
Yes.
I kind of look over at Tiny's, explain where they were, and I'm like, all right, well, we're going to go pick them up, I guess. So I get our ship pointed in that direction as best we can and head that way.
Come here, Phoenix. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, I'll head to Kitty.
We got lots of
Yes,
kitties.
the kitty that is no longer sick.
Good.
Oh, good. Make happy kitties.
He's not happy right now. He didn't want to be picked up, but he's accepting. Okay, so you guys are going to make your way there. Those of you that are on the beach, what are you doing? You are standing at the edge of a beach where you're like, at least two of you have been here before.
I would just take a look around unless they say something.
Okay. You're just going to wander the beach and see what it looks like?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go very far. I'm not planning on getting lost.
Okay. All right.
You never plan on getting lost. That's
You just
nobody ever plans on getting lost.
No, it just happened.
I know you just explained it, but I've already forgotten why we came to the beach.
That's where you guys ended up after you got out of the cave.
Yeah, the cave led out this way.
She sees me holding the cat, and she has not gotten much out of the cage time today.
Cat is waiting for that out of the cage time.
So,
I agree. We wandered out of the cave, and now we're kind of wandering around on the beach and be like, wow, how did we end up on the beach? This is cool. I think I've been here before. Ooh, piece of shell. Ooh, piece of shell. Ooh, piece of shell.
I want to build like. Can I roll to see how badass of a sandcastle I can build before they get here?
Yeah. Sure. Just roll a d20.
19.
19. You build a pretty nice castle. Looks pretty good. And then the water comes in and poof, your castle's gone.
Aw, that's bullshit.
Fuck!
Alright, hold on. I'm going to cast Guidance, and then I'm going to cast Druidcraft, and then we're going to try again. This is going to be the best sandcastle ever. This sand is going to be awesome.
Loot, landed it. Land on it. Land on it.
Tarek, that sand structure down there, it looks like it says SOS. We should definitely land on it.
So, Rye, for Lynn's knowledge, while it looks like a beach, you can still see where, like, there was obviously a battle here. There are craters and just chunks of things missing. Like, where there are some rock faces, there are rocks missing. Some of the rocks still look like they might be slightly stained with blood permanently. There is no living, like, vegetation within, like, 200 feet of, like, the water line. And, it feels off. You're what, a life cleric, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It very much feels like this is not a place of life, it's a place of death.
I think I'll go back and tell War and Drew, or ask them, see if they know anything about it, or tell them it's not very good here.
I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it does look pretty interesting. I wonder if there's some neat stuff around here.
You guys done building your little sandcastle with shells and stuff?
Wait, what's wrong with this place? What?
It's just a place of death. It's not a good place.
Oh, we know, Princess. Who do you think caused the death here?
Sassy.
Should have been here. It was a great time.
See. Well, go back to building your sandcastle then and stay there.
Unless you want to reenact the destruction. I don't know if you got the bombs. I can certainly become a goat.
I don't know if I want to know about these goats and stuff. Let's just leave it at that.
This is where the honking happened, and there was a giant fight here. I won't lie.
So a giant fight with a bunch of goats. Okay.
No.
So you were all goats?
No, Drew was a goat.
We are all goats.
We are all
Okay.
I don't think the goat thing happened here, though.
It didn't.
It did not.
I don't think I have any more questions. It stops at goat because things get weird after that.
Excuse me?
What?
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing?
I don't believe that.
Business. You ain't on the beach.
I'm not on the beach.
Hopefully you're just on your way to the...
Where are we? We're just chilling.
Y'all are on the airship.
Yeah.
Hopefully close. Maybe that's for the airship.
Ooh, I have a shovel in my inventory.
Fucking Lord.
Okay. You gonna do anything with the shovel, Toilet?
I'm gonna dig a hole.
All right. How deep?
I'm not gonna move. Just right here. I'm gonna dig a hole.
Okay.
I'm only 5 foot, so I'm gonna dig a 4-foot hole.
Okay.
Are you singing I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole?
Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole.
So you get about 3.5 feet down, and you find a leather bag that is closed. It's probably about, 3 feet long, 2 feet wide, and it's kind of taut, and it's tied closed.
Does he happen to hear drums? Does he happen to start hearing drums?
Nope.
Is it heavy? Can I pick it up?
It's not super heavy.
If you guys didn't get that reference, I'm gonna be sad.
Jumanji! I'm gonna open.
Okay. It's a hammer. A very familiar hammer.
No, you
Is it
did
the
not.
Honk Legion hammer?
It is the Honk Legion hammer.
It's the squeaky hammer.
Of Doom. Are we talking about the Soul
How did it
Stealing
get there?
hammer?
Hag had it.
You guys do your thing. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the hammer.
So what are you gonna do with the hammer?
Around. Is there anything around besides Drew or Rye that I can bonk?
That you can bonk?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's right. You said there's no life.
Yep.
No random crab.
We have sandcastles. We could build sandcastles and bonk them. And then we could build bigger sandcastles.
You know what? I have an idea. You just gave me an idea, Drew. All right. I have a bag of dry dust.
Okay.
I'm going to take some of that dry dust and I'm going to put it in the water. So I get a
Okay. So you get a what?
cube.
Okay.
Isn't that what I get when I use dry dust? Is a cube?
I don't know what you're. Hang on.
Hold on. I think it's called. Let me find it. Oh, dust of dryness. It says pinches of dust you can use an action and sprinkle a pinch over water. The dust turns into a cube of water 15 feet on a side into one marble-sized pellet, which floats or rests near where the dust was sprinkled.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the hammer and I'm going to hit the cube to see how far we can send it. Or if it just shatters.
Okay, and each to roll an attack roll. So do you have you're proficient with
weapons.
Yeah.
With hammers?
that.
With weapons.
So it's just gonna be a D20 plus 13. Could be the same as your Warhammer.
None.
Huh?
29.
So you hit this thing, and it just. Sorry, Alexa. Just into smoke.
We'll look at Drew. You want to give it a shot?
Oh yeah, I gotta try this out.
I'm gonna sprinkle a little more dust and give Drew the hammer.
Drew, are you proficient with martial weapons? Nope.
Martial weapons.
So
Nope.
you will roll a D20 plus 1.
Hell yeah.
+1?
Yep, because it's just your strength score.
Oh. Maybe. Did it roll? I'll try again.
Did not.
All right.
There it is.
15.
15. All right. I mean, it does the same thing, right? But it's
slightly less impressive.
Yeah, it's. You don't look like you are as efficient with the hammer as War was.
Are there any sea creatures or anything around?
Nope.
I know where we can find the big one. That's a joke. I'm not going back in there.
So, let's see.
Lynn, you want to try?
I'm in.
I don't know why they're losing their shit.
Your bird is too.
Well, yeah. When the dogs go off, she starts squeaking and everything. She wants to make sure people know she's heard.
We can hear her. Yep.
So, when as you tell them no and you turn around, there is now a probably like 6 foot tall-ish, thin clown that looks kind of malnourished, standing in front of you.
Is it one that I recognize?
You haven't seen him yet. He's standing in front of her.
I think I'll take a step back, closer to what group I'm with, and ask him if he needed help.
He'll look at the three of you and be like, I don't need help. I'm just here.
Well, I think I'll nudge Drew in toilet, let him know that he's there, and ask the clown what his name is.
He walks closer to y'all and goes, I'm just here to discuss a deal.
Kind of deal.
He like bends at an awkward angle and is staring at Warren and goes, oh, he knows about it. We've discussed it before.
I've been hit on the head a lot. I don't think we've ever talked before.
You and I haven't talked, but you know the deal.
What deal?
Can you roll a deception check?
That's not fair. Hold on, let me see what.
You may not remember the deal, but war, like, that was a big thing that y'all remember. Because
No,
you
I
purposely
perfectly remember the
Okay.
deal.
Yeah. So you're rolling deception because you're lying to him.
Okay, Dill, I'm not joking. Just rolled a 20, bro.
Roll a what?
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Which modifier?
He goes,
+2.
well, you never were the smart one. What a deal's a deal.
Well, if I don't remember it, it never happened.
That's not how that works, unfortunately.
What deal is this?
What do you guys do if he starts walking up towards war?
Hello.
Just walking up to him?
Hello.
Yeah.
I would ask again, what is this deal again?
He stops replying to you and continues to walk towards war.
Oh, Tide, you're gonna love it. The Hunk Legion is after war.
Awesome.
I don't know what deal you're talking about.
What are y'all gonna do if he tries to reach out and touch war?
I would probably draw my weapons.
Okay. Toilet. The clown is trying to touch you.
Don't touch me.
He keeps walking forward, like trying to touch you.
Look, dude.
Hammer time?
I don't know what deal you're talking about. Touch me. Wipe them hands the way they are. Unless you brought some help, don't touch me.
Oh god, the second Hunkling.
He takes a step forward and goes and like tries to touch you again.
Can I hit it with a hammer?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm gonna give it.
Pups, enough.
What did you say I got with that hammer? A +13.
Yeah, it's the same as your warhammer that you have.
22.
Yeah. Yeah. Lana, stop.
And then all you hear is squeaky.
I need you to roll for damage.
Let's see, what do I need to roll for damage on that?
Are you swinging it one or two-handed?
2.
Then it's a D10 plus looks like 9.
Where is the D10? Hold on, let me find it. You said D10 plus 9? 10, so 19.
Okay. On you're on my head, please. Alright. So, you all watch as he hauls off and hits this clown in the face with the hammer, and the clown explodes into confetti.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
And then toilet, in your head you hear, oh, that does make this easier.
The fuck?
I live here now until our deal's complete.
Wait, in my head?
This was gonna happen.
I've seen this episode before on Legends of Avernus.
No, that's beyond the veil. This is worse.
What deal?
Ow. Hang on, I gotta fucking fix my headphones. Cat just yanked that on here.
Or has a clown living rent free in his head. I love it.
Cat, you need to move. Well, that's fucking annoying.
Like, what do you want? Money? Wait, as I'm talking, Del, I take it they don't see anybody or hear anybody, so they just think I'm talking to myself.
Yes, they no longer hear him or see him.
It's a nice swing to it. It's interesting confetti. I wonder why the things we hit earlier didn't do that.
That would have been fun.
So
I wonder
what
if we
do
can find
we?
some other clowns and try that.
This clown's in my head.
In your head, you say? Please describe that more. Like, is it a tiny clown that's running around?
I can't see him. I could just hear him talk that he says he's here until the deal's up.
Ooh, what deal might that be?
I don't know.
Have you asked him?
Yeah, he won't tell me.
Is it a funny clown? Does he know any good jokes?
Clown, tell me a joke.
Have you met the Sugandis?
The what?
The Sugandis.
No.
You know who they are?
No.
Oh, well, that's no fun. Never mind.
What the fuck?
I got the reference.
Joke is only funny when you actually allow me to do the punchline. But yeah, so there's no more clown. Now it's just the three of you. So let's go to break real quick. Then we can come back and see what the airship crew is doing.
Okay. Okay, be right back.
Alright, I will return momentarily.
And hello! Sir has got his
We're
popcorn.
back.
Yep.
We's back, y'alls.
We are back from our potty break.
Are we? Are you sure everybody's here?
I'm hoping so.
But
We're-
you can't sleep
we're
under
here to
my
hang out.
PC.
You
Yes,
said
you
you
can.
you said you're ready whenever. So
I was ready whenever.
Then get ready.
Let's do this. Well, I mean, I'm here.
All right, so those of you on the airship, what are you doing?
I don't know. What are we doing?
Heading.
You guys
towards
have a
the-
couple hours, so what are you doing?
Heading towards our friends, right?
Yeah. Trying to think of what I'm gonna make my new Dragonborn servants do.
Is it what?
Well, yeah, they owe me their life, so I mean, they're kind of like my servants.
I'm honestly
That's not how that works. But
probably gonna take my little acid bottle and like transfer it over into my pack with labels and everything, and
Okay.
Lance Andrew will probably be sitting somewhere, just tooting on his flute, just trying to calm himself. Just
Okay.
lighten up the mood a little bit, doing bard things.
Tark.
I am prepping a couple of sturdier fishing poles that I have made, along with some tie-offs for the right next to it,
Okay.
like some harnesses.
Okay.
To keep said fishermen.
Gotcha.
Oh God.
So you're not far off. Like it doesn't take. It's a couple hours, right? There's not much for y'all to do. So you start to see the beach off in the distance. And all right, Dr. P's popcorn, the cat one. Well, Lonnie is upset. Getting faster than the cat.
You're gonna start hearing it here momentarily.
And she's just staring at the cat like, what? How? How did you get before me? Where are you gonna land on said beach, Shark?
I'm looking down and it kind of looks to me like they're preparing a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're busy molding some firm sand.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to kind of land right there.
Okay. So that would end up, you would end up landing on the sandcastle.
Yes.
Snow, he said his stuff crashed, so give him a second.
who? What?
Well,
Snow's Discord crashed.
Gotcha.
His stuff crashed, yeah. So.
Putting.
There he is.
Okay.
Yep, there he is.
Yep, that's Snowy.
You know when he's entered the building.
Oh, good, buddy.
Yep, let's land, see what's going on.
Alright, my bad.
Your stuff working? Like, did your computer crash or just what?
It was the Wi-Fi, it does that.
Oh, okay. Your Wi-Fi said yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So yeah. So they're coming in on final approach. Is where you disappeared.
Okay. That's
Which
fine.
probably involves them landing on sandcastles.
Okay. So, Tarek.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard you say it was Tarek and then silence.
I was trying to put things back together and multitasking. You hear a whispered voice in your head, and it's a little bit quieter than you're used to because of the place he's at right now. But it's like it just goes, Tarek, Tarek, can you hear me? He's
I can.
Okay, you need to listen to me very carefully. Have you found Morven and Tiny?
Yeah, and I've just about to pick everybody else up as well. They're on the old beach where the honking happened.
That doesn't matter. You need to get to the Dragon Empire right now.
The capital, you mean? Because you're in the Dragon Empire.
I am in the Dragon Empire.
You need to get to the capital. You need to get to the capital right now.
Well, okay, I'll load everybody up and I'll head that way. Do you need me to pick you up on the way, or?
No, you need to get there as fast as you can. Listen to me. I don't know what they're planning, but I don't know what they're planning, but they're planning, well, listen, I got some information from the religious members here, and they're planning to ascend Tarek. And if my hunch is correct, then then they're planning on killing him in order to ascend him.
Tark.
It's a Tark. It's like they're doing what to me? I got you. Yeah, I'm currently landing the ship. I'll let everybody know as best I can. You should also. I'll let them know. I start landing the ship and trying to get everybody to hurry back on. The guys, Oh, you're not done?
No, while you're trying to talk to them, you kind of hear LD still in your head saying like, I'm gonna try to find a way out of here as quick as I can. I don't know if I'm gonna try to find a way out here and find the best road over to the Dragon Empire. And then it kind of cuts off. And Del, how much leeway can I have with the Sending Stone right now?
So they would hear anything he says.
Nothing else?
I mean, they would hear how he's breathing and what he says. He would not hear what's going on around you.
Okay.
Technically.
So Tarek can, while LD's kind of talking to Tarek, he kind of hears a bit of a cutoff, and it kind of hears him. How do you describe this? A bit of a cutoff, and he kind of hears like a shot, like almost like a bit of a gasp and like an oh shit, and he hears what might sound like the heavy breathing of LD running from something. I think that's all. I think that's as best as I can describe what's going on, without breaking the immersion of the Sending Stone.
My immersion.
Okay. I How far out of the way is where I think he is on the path to the capital?
So he is back at the town. You have to go back to where you were to go. Well, so also you don't know where the new capital is, so you don't know.
Okay.
Don't we still have the squad of guys on with us?
So the only person who asked where the new capital was Morven.
Okay, well,
none of the other characters said where's the new capital. They just because Tiny went to go talk to the navigator.
Mm-hmm. So while I'm trying to wave. It's like we need to get on quickly. There's something I need to tell you all, but get aboard now, and then he'll go over to where the navigator is and look around for Tiny. And once I find her, I'm like, so is the capital in the same place? Did you move it?
Also, Snow, aside from the sounds of the people, he would hear the two lines. So
I'll get ready for that in a second.
Okay, I'm about to say because it takes time to land, drop the thing, get everybody on board. So Drew and Toilet, your sandcastles have been squished by the airship.
Sorry.
Why?
So that's what happens when you land an airship on a reinforced sandcastle.
And Toilet, all you hear in your head is, "Oh, this is a great siege engine. We should do this more often."
There's a... What did you say?
That's a great siege engine. We should do this more often.
Look, me and you are going to have to talk. You need to tell me what deal I made with you.
There's no reply.
We either need to discuss the deal that I supposedly made that I don't know what it is, or we need to come up with a new deal.
So no response. Those of you on the airship see War talking to himself.
Great.
Anyone else seeing this?
Huh?
Look, does anyone else see this? There was a clown turned into confetti, and now he's just been talking to himself.
Clown.
I thought that was him normally.
What?
Sounds like a funny experience.
Alex is very mad.
She might want popcorn.
She's never had popcorn. Hang on. You guys continue. Give me a second.
I think he tried to mute. He tried to mute, but he didn't actually mute.
He did not succeed.
Stream. If he talks about some stuff, you don't listen to it.
DM says continue, and then we didn't.
It's kind of hard to continue without the DM.
So what's this about a clown in your head? What?
Look, I hit the clown, and now he's talking to me inside of my head. Steady said he's here until whatever deal is done. I'm handling it. I'm gonna talk to him right now.
Come here. Or not.
Bird said no.
Lifechanger just I think Lifechanger's in-character faces matches my out-of-character face right now. Just like what? The weird thing is the player is fully aware what the hell the deal was.
I don't know what the deal was.
You made
like in character or out of character?
Clowns?
Yeah, something about the hammer and souls, and I remember why you made the deal. I know what the deal was. Then you gave the hammer to somebody, and
I didn't give the hammer to anybody. Rug gave the hammer to him.
What hammer are we talking about?
Squeaky hammer of death.
This hammer. I just take it out, hit it against my hand, and you hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Well, that looked very ineffective.
You'd be surprised. That's true.
Remember, this isn't rug.
Drew, how bad does it hurt?
How bad does what hurt?
The thing, the weird hammer that he has.
I didn't hit Drew with the hammer.
He didn't hit me with a hammer, but it looks
then
like
why
it
would
does a
Drew
decent amount of
know?
damage.
Well, now you have
'Cause
to
I used
hit
it.
him with a hammer.
And
I'm not gonna hit it with the hammer.
with my strength, I was still able to destroy one of his blocks, but just not with the same that he had.
Block.
Drew, next time you say oomph, you don't have to put so much dad noise into it.
What kind of blocks we talking about? Like sand blocks?
Water.
Block blocks? Well, of course you can break water blocks with it. I can do it with my finger.
Not these blocks.
Lincoln logs.
Do we not still have the hammer?
I have the hammer.
Okay, well, maybe Rogue should try it out because it looks really cool when you hit clowns with it.
Hold on.
But Rogue is in the town.
Hey, clown, what happens if I break the hammer?
It doesn't break. You can totally try that though.
I'm a blacksmith. I can break any weapon I want to.
Is
He
the
just laughs.
talking to himself part the clown, or like, is it him?
Why are you laughing? Come out here so I can hit you one more time.
I'm comfortable in here, and you hear the sound of like a newspaper opening.
I'm gonna look at Lynn. What'd you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I told you there was a clown, and then he hit it. and it
It's
turned into
the
confetti.
enchantment that you guys have. We can get rid of the enchantment.
Can I get out of this deal if I challenge the Hunkmeister?
You hear the sound of what sounds like shoes being set on a table. Somebody's put their foot up on a table.
What's up with the war's new obsession with clowns and weird hammers?
I wish I could tell you.
So, while this is all going on, Tarig, you can hear what sounds like a bit of a panted breath above it, and you can hear his heartbeat kind of going ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum, like increased heartbeat, and he tells you one last time, just get to the Dragon Empire. Just get to the Dragon Capital. Do not come for me. And after a couple seconds of silence, you can kind of hear what sounds like a bit of a thud, where he might have dropped the sending stone. But would it still work if he's not touching it anymore, Del?
Probably. I mean, rules is written no, but also rules doesn't specify if you're holding it. It just says like while you're because technically, like if it's on your ear, you can use it. So if you're standing on it, I think you could use it, in my opinion.
Can I just say he just put his boot on it for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
I've
he
seen
kind
people
of
like flavor them as put them in bracelets or in earrings, and they're able to use them.
I was about to say, we haven't been running these things rules as written anyway, so.
Yeah, rules is written isn't always as fun.
You hear Tarek respond, Elda, if you keep breathing in my ear like that, no promises.
Oh.
And then I turn to Tiny and I'm like, where is...
Can you help me out with this for a second, so that the rest of the party outside knows what's going on? Like, can you describe? Can you just describe what's going on for a second?
So effectively, what has happened is LD was sending the message to Tarek. He was not doing so very well quietly. He has since been caught by the people he was gathering intelligence on. They have been chasing him and they have him cornered.
So, while this is going on, and there's probably a bit of dialogue that's going on that you guys can't hear about how they're telling LD to give up and that they have them surrounded. So Tarek hears LD kind of drop the setting stone, but he can still hear him a little bit. And Tarek kind of hears LD laugh, just like it's a weird thing because it's kind of an unnerving, like a taunting laugh that he's never seen from LD before. And then he can start to hear the whooshing sound, like I'm gonna call it a bit of a whooshing sound from LD's shield, just starting to float up from his arm and start floating around his head. And then he hears this. I think there's been some confusion. You see, I'm not the one in trouble here. And then Tarek hears the bit of a swooshing sound that sounds like fire from his flame tongue igniting. And then this is the last message he hears. If you really think that Kark is your god, then start praying. And then silence.
I would say that they're like, he's gonna go fight them, correct?
Yes.
You would hear Tarek would hear, because it's so many words before it cuts out, right? You would hear the start of like fighting.
Okay. Still attempting to talk to Tiny to try to figure out where the capital is, so I can try to figure out how far out of the way this thing is. This place that LD is.
Let me go back to Allah World Map real quick. So y'all are where that white X is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The town that you were at is this black dot here.
Okay.
The capital down here.
God damn it.
So we'd have to double back.
Kark has moved it to a port city because it is better for trade and it allows a better way to receive emissaries.
There will be a bit, actually, Del, there may be a bit of roleplay between you and me that we can actually do here, because it will be LD trying to find a ride over to the capital. So he'll probably try to like go to one of the guards and say, I need something that can get me to the capital fast.
Okay.
You gotta win first.
They're all commoners. It's not hard. He could literally sneeze on them.
Come on, Del.
He's literally fighting people who are religious, like extremists, right? And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get found out. Let me go grab my stick and hit this guy that's in armor. It looks like he probably could murder me with his stare."
But I will say,
look, this is less eventful than watching a priest try and do a marriage in another language, okay? That they don't know.
That would be funny.
So I will say his probably persuasion towards the guards would be to point them in the direction towards the cult, where some of them probably are dead, but if they are commoners, like you say, he probably would have tried to keep most of them alive, just knocked out.
So you would have gone into fight mode, right? And quickly found out they're not fighters. Like, a couple of them might be able to street fight, but there's no, fight to this. They're, running at you trying to stab you with a dagger. Like,
So what would be the best way to describe that?
you're gonna do the equivalent of probably pistol whipping every one of them with the butt of your sword.
Okay.
And disarm. I was thinking like disarming a bunch of them, and you know.
I mean, why disarm them when you can just be like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep? Like it's, man.
So, well, it's still kind of same. His persuasions would be, go to this place in this specific city. You will find all the evidence you need there to prove my case. I need something good. I need something to get to the capital, and I need it to be fast.
Okay.
That's probably it.
Okay. We'll come back to that in a second. So, Tarek, you have your information on where stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, now she's just doing it because she came out and she thinks if she makes enough noise, she'll come out of the cage again. Fun thing, birds don't understand negative reinforcement, so you just don't give them a reaction at all.
So I tell the navigator, make headway immediately as fast as she goes to the capital.
Okay.
And when I see that everybody's on board and it looks like the anchor's being pulled up, I tell them to make way, and then
all right,
turn around and gather everybody to tell them what LD has told me in the situation that I heard.
I need everybody but LD to roll a D100 for me, because there are enough people here that didn't have the thing removed. It's going to cause a problem for everybody.
God damn it.
Tide, you're muted.
The thing removed?
The enchantment.
Yeah, okay. D100.
Wow.
Wah, 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 wah.
20.
I don't know if this
Damn,
is
you
good
rolled
or
a
bad.
5? Crazy.
Hey, someone rolled the same amount as me. I rolled a 4.
It's gonna cause a problem even for those of us who didn't have the thing in the first place.
Yep.
Fun.
Because two of them got the thing removed, like got it disenchanted, but because of there's 3 of them, it's affecting everybody.
Well, we're gonna fix that in a little bit, but oh wait a minute, Lysander doesn't know about this thing yet.
All right.
So
Lysander, I need you to roll a D6.
Lysander would have heard me when I was telling. You would have seen.
Good, then I'll fix it. Whenever I turn back from whatever the hell I'm turning into, I'll fix this. Okay.
Need you to roll a D6.
Yeah, but to finish my sentence, you would have seen it happen to us, Morven, get rid of the enchantment, and then me also tell them that, hey, you need to get rid of this enchantment.
Tide. Willow has plants on board, right?
Probably.
So what happens is Lysander now gains the ability to speak to plants for 2 days, and you start hearing random voices from wherever Willow has plants stacked on the ship.
They're in my backpack. There's a spot on the ship
Hey man,
that's just hanging out, but I have
it's
some in
dark
my.
in here. Does anybody can anybody let us out in the light? It's kind of dark in here.
There's some ones in my backpack are not they're like pieces. They're not like whole, so I don't know if they would talk.
It does
would
not
they?
specify live plants.
All right,
it just says plants.
So you just
there's some random leaf in a pouch somewhere.
Hey, it's dark in here. Can somebody open it? I want to see the sun.
So the way you're describing it, if somebody were to make tea, what would they hear?
Drew, who are you standing closest to?
Yes, that's what they would hear.
I have no idea.
I need you to pick somebody.
Toilet.
For the
I'm
next
still
minute,
chronicling his antics.
For the next minute, you only see through his eyes.
Oh, this is amazing. This is so different. Why is everybody so
Tarek,
tall?
All of the hair on your skin turns into white feathers.
Would I even notice?
You would feel it.
Your armor just got a lot warmer. You have now.
This also includes like if your helmet's off to talk to them, it's all white feathers.
Congratulations, you're an Air Cocker now. All right.
So is it eyebrows feathers?
Yes. Yes. Anything that was hair is now feathers. Man, your pants got really weird feeling.
Only my legs.
Tied. Willow gains the ability to break the fourth wall. The Willow, the character, can speak directly to the DM.
Do it. Come on, let's hear it.
Hang on.
I don't know what the fuck she'd say.
But she now knows that too.
Okay. How does she know that she's in?
That's just what happens.
She can hear.
So she would know that she's in a game.
No, she
Yes.
can hear
Even
all
after
of this, right?
it's
Yes.
worn off.
No, and not
Ooh.
after.
Yes, she would. 'Cause
so
she would know by
Lynn,
then. She just couldn't speak to him after.
your skin turns into a copper color. I need you to roll a d6.
Because Drew had this, didn't he? And it wore off on him.
It did. He thought it was a heat thing where he was imagining shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he would know that
For
technically
the next
he was
4
speaking
hours,
to somebody.
Your skin is now a copper color.
Tied.
What?
Willow can hear all of this that's happening right now. Even me telling you that Willow can hear this.
Toilet. I need a
I know,
d6.
it's weird as fuck.
Relieved, man.
5.
Relieved.
5. For the next 5 days, your skin is a vibrant shade of blue.
I'm a fucking Smurf.
Yeah, you are.
Welcome to life, brother.
Morgan,
You're blue, da-da-dee-da.
you can see through the veil, so you just see random ghosts and shit around you guys. By the way, that entire beach, fuck ton of things.
He sees
Well,
dead
this isn't
people
new.
all the time.
Yeah, I'm used to Mormon. I'm used to this. This
Yeah,
is fine.
Morgan got the one that's most like, meh, that's not abnormal for him.
I say, Lysander, once he manages to tune out all the fucking random leaves in Willow's pack, they didn't have whatever you ran into removed, did they?
Probably not.
You see Tark just kind of see everybody change. He's like, "Fuck! He didn't remove it."
Lysander cast detect magic. Who still has it?
All Willow hears is just me saying, "Hi, Willow."
But you said I needed detect magic. I don't know detect magic.
I do, thankfully. So, Del, who still
I'm
has
your
it?
conscience.
I didn't have one of those before.
It should be Lynn or
And Drew.
Drew.
Then there goes out 3 dispel magics.
Did you use detect magic first?
Yes.
Okay. So you detect magic and then. Okay, hang on.
There goes all my 3rd level slots, guys.
Yep, that's.
Are you gonna talk to me or not?
So if we get there within before dawn.
Yeah, we had a long break at any point.
No, you have not yet. How does Willow react to the?
She's kind of in a shock right now. She's just like,
"Hi, Willow.
What's
up?
The voices are talking to me.
Don't worry, Willow. We're all gods. It's fine. Rug knows all of us.
And then everything just stops. It all goes away.
that was quick.
So here's the real question that I actually have for Tarek.
Okay.
You're in your armor, right?
Yeah.
When it's Dispel Magic is cast, basically the feathers all fall off and are replaced by hair. How do you feel about having your suit just packed full of feathers right now?
I would notice that it was kind of soft, but yet pointy at the same time. Like I just got
very warm.
And very warm. Luckily, we're up in the air, so it's kind of cooling me off a little bit. Once I saw that what's going on, he would initially try to ignore it, and then explain what the situation was. Of, hey, LD contacted me. He said we needed to go to the capital immediately. The cultist he got a hold of apparently have gotten a hold of Kark, and they're going to ascend him. That doesn't sound good. So
I started making history and religion checks to mention of ascend to see if it means what we think it means.
I would say with the way that Tarek just wrote there, you have no way to be sure what is meant.
This sounds like the Githyanki's ascension.
Fair enough.
For
yeah, fair enough.
For Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, fair enough.
that sounds bad. So we should stop that. We're on our way immediately. Sounded like LD was getting attacked. I'm gonna check in on him in a minute. But I got a situation. And he kind of looks over at the three that he thinks he'll think is like, I need to go fix something real quick. I'll be back.
Tark is doing that thing when you get back to the beach. You're like, there's sand in my swimsuit, and I don't like this.
Somebody's standing there with a pillowcase to catch all the feathers.
And you kind of see him walk like he shit himself. And then he goes. You see him go below deck, and you hear him cursing as he kind of goes towards where you would think his kind of office area is. And once he got there, they wouldn't know or see this unless they followed him for some reason.
Willow would.
He gets out of his suit, and feathers just fall everywhere. Like, he immediately doffs it. For fuck's sake. Well, it looks like it's turned back, and he's shoveling all these feathers out and trying to clean it out as best he can.
Because your armor like opens so you can step out, right?
It went everywhere.
Yeah. It would just all fall out.
I know, but he's also like picking out what's
picking the feathers out, yeah.
Willow just
and then
peering around the corner and just like, what did you do?
So Ty,
he kind of looks over and kind of
Willow
covers
would
him.
be like, Tarek, God's just talked to me.
Right. So
That's true. That's true.
Ty, high or low?
Low.
Okay. I rolled high, so Willow does remember it.
Okay, she's gonna peer around the corner and be like, there was a bunch of people in my head that said they know us, and they said they were gods. And then they went away.
You kind of see him look down at his wrist. He's like, yeah, it's Tuesday.
That's an average Tuesday.
And why do you have feathers everywhere? Are you a bird? Did you not tell us?
I don't know what happened. But I felt it just happen when everybody else turned weird.
Oh, okay.
Can you hand me my pillow, actually?
She's gonna hand you your pillow.
You see him kind of open it, look at the stuffing, kind of dump it, and then shovel the feathers in there.
Dang.
And kind of seal it back up. Is like, kind of try it out. Is like, yeah, that's better. And he puts it back, and then gets back in a suit.
Free feathers.
By
What about
the
the rest
way,
of the
Dale,
feathers?
What rest of the feathers?
Where there's a lot of
So
feathers
what?
on the floor, probably.
Well, so here's the question: how hairy is Tarek? Like, how much arm hair does he have? How much armpit hair is it? Like, furry on his chest? Like, that's gonna determine like how feathery
That's an important
we're talking
question.
about.
That sounds like a very personal question.
I'm just saying, judging from his art there, since we had some facial hair going on there, or stubble going on there, all that.
Well, and that's an
limp
old
hair.
art too. He's aged since then.
No, I'm talking about the art that's from
Oh.
the ball. Yeah, the one that's in his the one that's in the yeah.
I didn't draw arm hair. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just extrapolating from what we see. There's probably quite a bit.
Like you might have 2 or 3 pillows worth. Is what I'm getting at.
I don't.
That's my point.
I'm not wearing a sweater at all times. If that's what you're asking me.
So probably like 2 pillows worth.
I will say this. So Tarek has a beard.
Mm-hmm.
So did they just?
Yes. Every place there was hair, there was feathers.
So I'm pretty sure the rest of the group watched him grow feathers
Out of
as
his face.
just turned white.
And his hair.
No, he does tend to keep his helmet on. You would have just seen the feathers come out the bottom, and like, out of different like holes that are in his helmet. You would just seen like feathers kind of creep out a little bit.
I will say while we're on this topic, Del, I'll make a point that Lysander dispelled everybody else. He did not dispel himself.
So it was a thing that happened when you went into that cave.
I only had 3 dispels anyway, so fuck it. I would have gotten himself at some point. And god damn it, I wanted to talk to the trees.
It doesn't matter. They're speaking Vietnamese.
I knew he was gonna fucking say it. God damn it.
I'm assuming these trees speak Draconic, so.
I mean, it's probably. Look, when I built the Dragon Empire, originally it was built off like Nazi Germany. So I mean, you know what? That's why they started 2 wars. They killed the Archduke at some point, some form of history, and then, you know.
Yeah, god dang it, guys.
Did you say World War II's happening again?
I was gonna say, we killed an Archduke and didn't start a world war, guys.
No, you guys got invited to a
kill
party.
an Archduke.
You got invited to a party.
Yep.
So, assuming I had enough for 2, I stuffed the 1, and now there's just a pile of feathers sitting there by my desk.
Yeah, so Ty, he has a pillow and a pile of white feathers.
I'm gonna
Pristine white feathers.
I'm gonna take a bunch, actually, if that's okay.
He's gonna kind of look down, look at you, and like, okay.
I could use these for something.
Science.
Science.
I'm-
You would understand.
I'm gonna bottle that deep down. He kind of turns around to his desk and starts writing.
Willow just stole my feather hair.
To be fair, he did just fill a pillow with them.
That's true.
All right, Snowy, I'm gonna ask you a question.
3 squirrels and a bottle of blue.
No, this is. You said, does it gain anybody's attention? Right?
When did I say this?
Literally in the messages. If you scroll up a bit.
Oh, yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you're referring. I don't know what you're referencing now. Okay.
So, it would get somebody's attention. Hang on a second.
I'm following now.
Hang on, let me listen to Gordon to make sure it was actually like supposed to be delivered here.
What do you haven't delivered?
I'm not. That's why I'm curious. And if she gets left at my door, I'm like, it's not cops this time. Liz got food. Somebody from her community ordered her food because she wanted chicken nuggets. So,
I want
Snowy,
chicken nuggets.
Well, then fucking DoorDash chicken nuggets. You're a grown ass adult.
So is Liz.
You didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, she.
Throw up stream treats. I mean, come on.
Look.
I wish she needs to share it. Damn.
All of y'all have her in some community or another. Tag her and be like, "Where are my chicken nuggets?"
Gotcha.
Hang on.
Hashtag where are my chicken nuggets?
I got this. There you go. Done. So, Snowy, you asked if you got somebody's attention.
Yes,
The answer is yes. You violently got somebody's attention.
All right, let's hear it.
You are given a horse by the guards.
Cool.
After a little discussion, and told you need to go follow the because there is a main road that goes through all the trades of these towards the capital.
Cool.
You are riding. You get about an hour outside of town, and suddenly you and your horse are not on the road anymore.
I'm assuming we're in a castle surrounded by probably fire and dead things.
You are standing in a. There might be a swamp with bare trees that look like they might be dead, but they're not dying.
Okay. So, given this new background, LD would have stopped. LD would have stopped his horse from riding to.
Oh, the horse stopped. You didn't have a choice.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Was it like a sudden stop where he had to kind of catch himself from getting thrown off?
More like the horse just when you appeared there, the horse was no longer moving.
Okay. So LD kind of would have scanned his surroundings a little bit before he kind of got off to put his he doesn't quite draw his flame tongue yet, but he puts his hand on it so he can draw it when the time comes.
There's no sword there.
He looks down, is like, that was my favorite fucking sword. God damn it!
You're
Whoever's
not
doing
wearing
this.
your armor. None of your weapons are with you. You're just in a black tunic and a black pair of pants and boots with a belt on.
I liked that set of armor. Whoever's doing this, I'm going to kick your ass, and I don't care if you're a god.
Okay, I'll DM you the rest of that, and then you can decide if you want to tell the rest of the party.
Well, that wasn't ominous in the slightest.
All right, so we're going to the capital. The capital from here is a 9-hour trip, which will be an overnight trip for y'all because it's getting late.
Okay.
So, you can all get a long rest.
Woo! So slow.
Is anybody not sleeping?
You know what, Belle? We're gonna do that. Go for it. Out loud.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are getting a long rest. So LD's in this place, and he sees Wintergale walking up. And Wintergale is not, so the horse is about 3 inches deep in the water. Wintergale is walking on top of the water.
I'm a little bit occupied at the moment, so can we, as much as I don't, what would you say about this? It's like, okay, let me do a reset. Oh, it's you. Can you, I'm a little bit occupied at the moment, so can we do this later?
He'll walk up and be like, do what later? You seem to have wanted to make a point. You have places to go. Whose attention were you trying to get?
I'm assuming you're referring to what I did to those, and he does the quotations, religious people.
He'll shrug and be like, yeah. You seemed, like you had an ulterior motive for all that, but hey.
Perhaps I was just tired. I was just tired of having my belly up for essentially everybody around me lately, and I kind of blew a fuse.
He sighs and he goes, I've seen you tired. I've seen you angry. Definitely didn't react like that. So either we can keep doing this, and you can stay here for a while, or we can have this discussion, and we can get you where you need to go.
So what discussion? So what discussion do you want to have?
Whose attention do you really want?
Oh, you know what? This is where it's gonna get sassy. Oh, are you saying that I want dear old daddy and mommy's attention for abandoning me and banishing me? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, but now it kind of seems like it.
So he laughs, and his grin seems to be larger than his face should allow. And he looks at you and goes, I don't know. You want somebody's attention. Could be a girl's, could be your parents, could be a god's. So whose is it?
I've had to deal with the Raven Queen. I've had to deal with... Isis was a little more understandable, but I've had to deal with Isis. I've had to deal with Hell. And I've also had to deal with you. And honestly, you want to know what you all have in common?
We're fabulous.
Condescension. And I am going to blow a fuse if I have to deal with it anymore.
He will walk to about... LD isn't combat efficient enough that he understands that at this range, if you had your sword and he had his, you would be within, like, stabbing range, but not slashing range. Does that make sense?
Yep, I gotcha.
Okay. So he's about that far away, and he goes, you say condescending, I think you have a problem. Your brother knows what he wants to do. Your brother has a plan. Your brother has goals. You seem to just be angry at everything and haven't figured out what the hell you want to do. So, you can either continue and be self-destructive, or you can tell me what you want and we can figure out where you need to go.
And now you care?
He has that look of just annoyance, like, carries a word. I'm tired of watching this flounder. You have done nothing, LD. You have done nothing for your friends. You have done nothing for your brother except sit there and be angry. So maybe you should do something and make it worth it.
What do you want me to say, Wintergale? Do you want me to say that I failed at protecting my brother from getting banished? Do you want me to say that I failed at protecting failed at protecting his wife and my friends at the guild when it burned down? Do you just want me to admit that I'm just a failure?
Good.
I didn't think this far ahead. I'm trying to improvise.
So I also know you didn't expect me to say this, which is why I like it, because it's authentic for you and your character. So while he's saying this, though, faster than LD can blink, Wintergale is in front of you and lifts you by the front of your tunic and is holding you off the ground while you finish this sentence. And he looks at you, and where his eyes are normally like a greenish brown, instead now they are bright red, and he goes, I want you to actually fucking live. Instead of being, oh, woe is me, do something with the life you were given, and he will toss you as you tumble through the water. And when you start to stand up, he is back in your face. So I'm going to ask you again. What do you want to do?
This is tough. I don't have
Welcome to Dealing with Gods.
I don't have good improv skills.
So, you're doing about as well as Blue did when he had a similar conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
You're doing about as well as I did last weekend, having the same fucking conversation with the Golden Dragon King. Seriously, I say Del, seriously, I had this exact conversation with what amounted to a living god at the time. So yeah, know what you're going through, man.
And also, like it's not incorrect for Ellie to not, like, you just got tossed by somebody who you did not know was that strong. So not being able to answer is not out of the realm of possibility.
I'm trying to figure out if he will actually like let those walls down or not, and it's not, and kind of in a bout of anger.
Wintergale is within punching range at this point, if he wants to lash out.
Is there any sort of like objects nearby?
Nope, it's just water and the trees.
Is what trees near? Is there a tree nearby?
There's a tree probably about 10 feet from you. I'm gonna point out I have the radio on the background so Alexa can hear it instead of me talking because she squeaks when I talk. It's playing Paramore and Linkin Park right now. I'm totally okay with this.
So at this time, LD's probably going to stand up, and Wintergale, there's a bit of a quiet in him, and it's a quiet that, it's that kind of quiet that kind of speaks 1,000 words, and when he gets near the tree, he kind of punches the tree a little bit. And do you want me to roll an unarmed strike to see what he does to the tree?
No. You hit the tree and it's a tree. Trees have more hit points than you can do with an unarmed strike. You punch a tree, man.
I wanted to see what kind of is this,
So-
like, does it do nothing, or can he like punch it to where it's like?
Short of having war strength, you won't do any like serious damage to a tree. Because war has a 29 in strength. Like, you're gonna punch it and it might knock some bark off, but that's it.
So after a little bit, he kind of turns over to Lysander, and it's a bit of a quiet.
You mean Wintergale?
Wintergale. What names are hard?
Rogbard.
I just saw the names. I saw the names disappear and pop back up for a second. Okay. Anyways, so this is eerily quiet for LD. Like these words are
like also this area, the only sound there, you can literally hear yourself breathing, and that's it.
Okay. So this is for the description all around. This is eerily quiet for LD. You usually hear him even when he's kind of like whispering. He's kind of like in that tone where it's like loudmouth. These words are like something's wrong, kind of quiet. And so all I ever wanted was to be a hero. Ever since I could remember. But I couldn't even protect my own brother from getting banished when I couldn't even stop our own townsfolk from saying that I was a demon. I couldn't save our friends. I couldn't save the guild. I couldn't even save. Wow, what's the Warforger's name?
Alec.
I couldn't save Alec. What hope do I have?
Okay.
And as LD is talking, Wintergale can kind of see he's got his right hand is in a fist, but it's kind of like shaking, kind of to where, and he can kind of see that. You know that moment where you get emotional, you can kind of feel like you're getting weak in the knees.
Yeah.
You can probably kind of tell that that's what's going on right now.
Okay. So mind you, you're not in your armor, which means your armor class is 10 plus your dex mod.
Okay.
He rolled a 19 to hit you, as he smacks you in the face. Doesn't do any damage. But like you get the slap, and all of a sudden everything is calm and quiet. And he looks and he goes, "Heroes fall, heroes fail, heroes die. Stop being stuck. Do you want to be a hero? Go fucking do it." Here you are sitting, wallowing, woe is me. Instead of trying to fucking do it, you have your own body, your own time to do this now. Fucking get to it. And he just is like standing there.
Then let me go save my friend from getting killed by these religious cultist assholes.
He looks at you and goes, "Okay. I can do that. But you have to do something for me."
What do you want?
He pulls out a coin. It looks like it's made of iron. Maybe? You're not sure.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
And when he holds it out, it floats in his hand. He goes, "I'm gonna take this. And when I need something, you're going to do it."
And if I don't?
You don't want that answer.
I want to say that LD would be the type to say, "Do you think that tactic can easily scare me?" But I think that he's kind of just struggling with some of the floodgates are starting to open up because he kind of
I also want to remind you, you have seen what he can do to people. So So, like, a random person probably wouldn't work. So he pulls the coin up. Take it or leave it.
Fine.
So you
And then
take the
he-
coin.
Yeah.
So she goes, one last thing. Do not tell any of your friends about this. And all of you are awoken at like hour 7 of your rest because the airship drops about 15 feet. Like just straight in the air.
Purpose.
Yeah. A lot of you
Starts
have that
coughing.
moment where like your stomach is no longer your stomach, it's somewhere in your brain cavity.
What the fudge was that?
I thought you guys said he was a good driver.
He's also asleep.
Tark kind of rolls out of bed and is on all fours for a minute, trying to get his stomach to settle. Like, he shakes his head. He runs and jumps in his suit, and then starts running upstairs.
Tarek gets to the deck, and standing there is Eldy and Wintergale, and it's raining.
Well, I think Lysander would have followed him up there too. Or Lysander probably would have beat him up there actually.
Probably not having donned the armor. Well, actually, Tarek was sleeping where?
Where his kind of station is.
So then he would have beat you because you guys are on the lowest deck. His is a deck up.
Okay.
So, but not by much, by like 15 seconds. But yeah, Eldy and Wintergale are now on the deck.
He kind of looks at them, baffled for a second. Looks back and forth. He's like,
Can I have both of you roll a perception check for me?
21.
22.
Look at you two. Both of you notice that where they are standing, it's starting to fade away, but it looks like arcane burn marks are on the wood where they landed.
Tark has a moment where he is a little bitter, and then he notices that they're going away, and I'm like, you hear him have a sigh of relief, is like, I thought that was gonna have to buff out. Well, that solves one of our problems. Welcome back, LD.
I would
what are
ask
you
how
doing
you got.
here?
I'd ask how you got here, but I don't know if I want the answer.
Wintergale just smiles.
That's what I thought. So, what do we have the pleasure of your company, Wintergale?
He looks at Lester and goes, I found your friend. Then he said he needed to get you, presumably, so ta-da.
Well,
Lester just has that. Yeah, I just don't want to know. I mean, I do want to know, but he's not going to tell me. So, what's the point of asking the question?
He goes, I don't know why LD wants to be here, but we're here.
Alright, well, it's raining. Come below deck.
Does LD go below decks now?
Is the ship moving still?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm sure he would.
Okay. I just watched a cat try to jump on the banister between like the stairs and the hallway to the master bedroom, and the cat misjudged it, so the cat is holding on, trying to kick its back legs to get up onto it. Why are cats cats?
Because they're cats.
Because they're cats.
Because cat.
Yeah, so you guys go below deck. Everybody gets a long rest, Snow, you included.
Fuck yeah.
As the rest of you start to like wake up and function normally, the sun is starting to rise. And the one of the people that is cooking does have like a. If I say SOS, does everybody know what that means?
Yes.
Thank God. I played in a group one time. They didn't know what that means. You basically get SOS for breakfast.
No, that in that context. Okay.
Yes.
I still know.
Yes. Yes. SOS food wise.
Got it.
What's wrong with saying shit on a shingle?
Yep.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but yes.
So, for anybody in chat doesn't know what that means it's it's a biscuit or two, gravy and sausage. There you go. Super simple, easy. Honestly, I prefer that over any MRE I can think of right now.
To be honest, the fact that you gave us a biscuit makes me happy.
I'm
so used to just having like sliced bread.
I have a really hard time passing up a good thing of biscuits and gravy.
The thing is,
usually.
Go ahead.
Usually, I don't eat breakfast. Like, I have a hard time eating breakfast. But biscuits and gravy is one of those meals that I'm like, bet.
Yep, I feel the same way.
I said in context, what I'm used to being referred to on a shingle is cream chip beef. So
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's shit on shingles. Is corned beef hash or chip beef with gravy. Yeah, my grandma used to make it all the time.
So the only thing I think that's better than biscuits and gravy is French toast, because I will die on that hill. I will fight anybody about French toast.
No.
That's fine. You are allowed to be wrong.
I don't like French toast.
That's why you don't have hair.
That's a lot of sugar for breakfast.
Someone is fucking bitter.
I don't eat breakfast, so I eat it for dinner. Oh wait, sugar? I don't put sugar on mine. It's literally just eggs and cinnamon and vanilla extract. I don't need the sugar for it. Some maple syrup, some bacon, some sausage.
Oh, okay, so liquefied sugar. Got it.
See?
Yeah,
Somebody understands.
It's fucking cake for breakfast.
Right.
No, pancakes are cake for breakfast.
It's the same shit, different
No, it's not.
flavor.
No, it's not.
It is.
All right, before we devolve into the breakfast argument.
I was about to say, let's go back to Can we go back to D&D, please?
So after everybody
you continue this debate later. Okay.
Gets back up, goes to the top deck, and you can see the capital on the horizon. So the last capital you guys saw was pretty much just a castle with probably about 100 or so houses around it. For those that saw the capital, this is a massive port city. They have the equivalent of like lighthouses for the airships. Like the sun is just rising and you can still see the lights from the city probably about 60 miles away. So it is huge.
Okay.
Makes sense to have a capital here.
As you get within about a mile, you have more dragon riders show up. That once they realize Tiny is on board, they don't ask any questions. They just direct you to a landing pad.
Good.
So hospitable.
You are directed to this pad. It's a bit odd because these things are made for like dragons and smaller ships, where yours is mostly, it was formerly a cargo ship. This is meant for like small, fast vessels for the airship wise, right?
It's a little thick for this spot.
It is. It's kind of like trying to land a B-25 on an aircraft carrier,
or a C-1 in a small aircraft hangar.
Kind of. So I was kind of, yeah. It's tricky. Is Tarek gonna land it, or are you gonna let one of the other folks land it?
I mean, at this point, I would think I can trust them to land it.
Let's find out.
Who's gonna do it?
Goblin number 6, I think, is gonna do it.
Hey, Loot?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to do some repairs on this thing.
You rolled a 1.
No, they rolled a 2. One of the landing gear, and the bottom section that holds the cargo has a large gash in it. To say it is a rocky landing is an understatement.
Man, you really gotta train these people, Tarek. What the hell? You trust the people with our lives, and they can even land?
He walks up behind the navigator, and once the
navigator wasn't the one piloting. The navigator is just telling him where to go. The helmsman is the one driving.
Okay, he walks behind the helmsman, and once he sees that it's landed and not gonna go anywhere, he reaches out and grabs his head and starts squeezing.
Pick him up like a bowling ball, you mean?
Is your crew all goblins?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so you grab this goblin and you start squeezing, and you hear
he picks him up and starts walking off.
like just screaming like that. That's all you hear. All of you hear this screaming.
You see Tarek walking with this goblin screaming below deck. And after a minute, you also hear Tarek start screaming at this goblin. It sounds like it's on the 3rd deck, around where the gash probably was, where he thinks the damage was done, but he's yelling at this goblin.
So when you get down to where the gash is, the attendants on the pad don't know that that's not supposed to be there, so they've actually put a ramp there so you can unload any cargo. So as you're yelling at this goblin, Dragonborn are like, do we move the ramp? And they're like looking at each other, and they're looking at you, and looking at each other.
It's like a normal ship up top.
They slowly start pulling the ramp off.
He turns the goblin's head and looks at him. It starts squeezing again. He's like, get a hammer. And then drops him.
This is like when the 16-year-old crashes Dad's car.
I mean, maybe.
That's the energy I was getting from that scene.
So, Tiny informs the rest of you who are not about to murder a goblin that she's going to go see Kark, and will come back to y'all here when they have a plan to figure out what the fuck happened with them.
So we have to stay here?
No, you have free reign of the city, right? Just
I wonder if there's... Never mind. Y'all have fun. I'm gonna go this way.
So, you guys are in the newest capital of the Dragon Empire. Where are you going?
Shopping! Just kidding.
You could.
We could, but we have a mission,
I'm
don't we?
literally having that. I'm literally having that moment of, do I have anything I want to buy?
Well, here's the thing. Tiny said she'll come back to you and talk to you guys like when she figures out what's going on. So
we have to wait.
As Luke throws, I think it's licorice at his cats.
See if I can find the other one.
You know what? Because
Silvervine.
Gotcha.
I would say last year never looked at elders like. If we found this guy, would you know those guys again if we found him? Or this cult you were looking after into? If we went looking for him, you think you could identify him?
Dell.
Huh.
So LD got the information that let me read back.
You know that there is a temple somewhere. You just don't know where. But I mean, the way they were soliciting, it's probably not hard to find somebody to give you information.
Mm-hmm. So we've got the information about the Grand Priest, which I as a player and probably LD is going to assume that this Grand Priest is here in this capital. So
yes.
With what he has now, with what he has going for him, information-wise, we will probably start asking around for the religion of Ark, I guess, and this Grand Priest, and where the temple, we'll call it the Temple of Kark, would be.
Okay.
I'm about to say I'm gonna get my bard skills going here.
Okay.
See if I can find any more information as to where to find these find these people and see what they're up to.
Okay, so it sounds like somebody's just gonna go petition the common folk. Somebody's gonna go be a bard about this. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Can I use disguise self to make myself look like a human, and then go try to get into this cult?
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
That was kind of my long-term plan.
I want to look like a really scrawny farmer boy.
So you'll look thinner, but you only like modify yourself by like a foot.
Nope. Furbog magic lets me go by 3 feet.
Oh, never mind then. Then sure. What are the rest of you hooligans doing?
I should point out
besides
that
trying to cult?
that Lysander will kind of dress down so he's not so like obviously noble.
You have clothes that aren't fucking. Ta-da!
Yes, actually.
Tide's face. The fuck was that?
I was about to say former. I mean, not even former spy. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. What are Tark, Willow, Drew, Lynn, and War doing?
Tark's first priorities.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang out on the ship for a little while.
Okay.
Tark's first priority is getting the ship repaired.
I thought he was gonna make the goblin do it.
I mean, he is.
Supervisor, duh. One person works, 7 people watch. You know how it goes.
So which one are you, Blue? The one working or the 7 watching?
You know, I've actually got an upgrade now. I get to watch another person do it.
Toilet, what is War doing?
Probably still talking to himself.
Okay. Alright. So you're going to an apothecary.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Potions?
Plants.
And plants. Yeah, probably plants that I could only find in the Dragon Empire.
So there are a couple plants. There are a couple, so this place has like a potion shop and an apothecary shop. Which do you want to go to?
Let's do apothecary first.
Okay. Apothecary has all the stuff you could ever want to make potions.
Okay. Cool. So, Dragon Empire plants.
Okay.
And ingredients, probably.
Okay. So, let me put it this way. So you want how many pounds of plants do you want there specifically from this continent or this country?
I don't know. Plants don't weigh very much, so 10. What was I say? 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Okay, that is 12 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn expensive.
That's a
Do
lot
you
of
want-
fucking plants.
Do you want any of their specific like?
I wouldn't say just
solvents?
plants. Yeah, plants and other things.
Right. No, so I asked plants. The plants is 12 silvers, right? 12 silver.
Okay.
Do you want like solvents and all the other like binding materials to make potions with their specific stuff?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. How many? Let's go with gallons because we're American. How many gallons of solvents do you want?
1.
1. Okay. That is 4 silver. But one gallon will make 6 potions.
That's fine.
5 pounds of plants makes 100 potions.
I can also use mine and see what,
Successfully.
you know.
Yeah,
like what
successfully,
works.
right? Okay, so you got solvents, and then all the other random ingredients will probably be about 10 silver to make to match the.
So
the
we're what,
solvent.
20 silver? About? Because you said 13.
Almost 30 silver.
Where the fuck did the extra come in?
You had 10 silver for the other stuff.
Yeah.
We had 5 silver, and then what? 13 silver. So that's 28.
Okay. Here.
So I was off by 2 silver.
28
Sue me.
silver.
Okay. They also have a potion shop.
We'll pass on the potion shop.
Are you sure?
She said,
No.
I am the potion shop.
I am the potion shop, yeah. We can go see what they have. How about that?
Okay.
I just did the
Walk
28
in this potion
silver
shop.
for-
And it is rows of glass shelves that have potions.
Cool. What do I see on the shelves?
The short answer is yes.
What do you specialize in?
What are some things that I can only get here?
There is stuff you have not seen in the shop back home.
Okay. What is that?
They have potions of resistance for every type of damage. That is not piercing, slashing, bludgeoning.
Cool.
They have potions of dragon breath here. Potions of flight. They have 1 potion of polymorph.
Okay.
They have a couple. They have a couple of what the Dragonborn shopkeep says is their exclusive items.
What's that?
One is a potion of true polymorph.
And?
Hold on a second. I need to go and pull up the rest of that list. Where did that go? So a potion of true polymorph, a potion of astral projection, and a potion of time stop.
Ooh, how much is that one?
70k.
Oh, you start your own potions and 9th level spells here, kid, so.
Well, damn. We'll
They do
pass.
have a crate of miscellaneous potions
Oh, my favorite. What's that? Or what is that price?
that none of them are labeled.
Not that, but the price.
They are 5 silver a potion. It says miscellaneous potions. Warning, unsure of effects.
Sure, Dell has his table ready. That smile just confirmed that.
Let's do 2.
Okay. So that's 10 silver.
Okay. It's
All
fine.
right. All right.
Bringing out the notes.
So, Tarek, it takes about 2 hours to fix the boat. However, the landing gear you cannot fix here. They do not have a winch or anything big enough to lift it to fix the landing gear. So basically, your ship where it's supposed to be flat like this is like this.
Okay. Well, if I'm here for longer than a day, I know how to fix it. I just can't right now.
Okay.
But he scolds the goblin one more time, and then tries to call for LD, and he's like, "All right, what's everybody? I fixed the ship. What's everybody doing? Is anybody looking for Kark yet?"
All right, so because it's been a couple hours by the time that's done, right? So Lysander, Morven, and LD. Since the 3 of you are trying to join a cult, it does not take long via your various methods to either get a pamphlet or be approached by somebody.
Cool.
Basically informs you of where the next meeting is, or asks you if you would like to learn about the God Emperor.
I would love to learn about the God Emperor.
You are given the meeting information. It is late tonight in the basement of a tavern that is not far from where you guys are staying on the airship pad.
Cool. I'll be there.
Fantastic.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Kark?
Quick question,
So,
real quick, Del.
Yeah.
The person that comes up and hands me the pamphlet or the meeting information or whatever, can I give him a once over to see if he has any like actual symbols or anything on him?
No. He does not.
No symbols.
Nope.
Okay.
So y'all basically have the rest of the day. So is Willow gonna try and make some potions?
Not here. She'd wait to do that later.
Okay. Damn, I was hoping to start rolling on that table again.
Because she has to test also the other potions she has.
Do you want to test those now?
I don't think so. Not by your face.
Look, I'm here for the content, so like.
Dell's been waiting to roll on that table for a long time. I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
He had fun the first time.
Does she want to test him now?
No, she's not gonna do it in the middle.
How about now?
No.
So he's like, this is after she gets back to the ship, is what I mean.
No, she's not gonna do it while we're in the Dragon Empire trying to save Kark. What's wrong with you?
I thought she was a scientist. Scientists
She
do
is.
tests anywhere.
Oh God.
All right. So did the 3 of you tell the rest of the party about your upcoming adventure?
Upcoming adventure to go undercover in a cult that's trying to assassinate one of their friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so LD, are you telling everyone?
You know what? I would say that it would be within character that LD forgot to pick up the sending stone.
Right. So this
we're
effectively you have time to kill, right? Which means going back to the ship to probably get the rest of your shit and everything else. So that's why I'm asking.
I was trying to do a Spider-Man thing where we all pop up and go, "I'm going to infiltrate the cult." You.
LD probably would not be going back. He would be focusing his efforts on trying to uncover as much of this plan on as he can.
Okay. All right.
He's going to use a bit of the information he got from the other quote unquote religious church to his advantage, like the names of the leaders that he might have gotten. Like, hey, quote unquote, of what father something or other sent me here to help out with the ascension, etc., etc.
Just give us names and we'll take it from here. Unless you're coming.
Okay. All right.
Keep in mind this is what Lysander does. This is his shit. This is his stuff. His infiltration.
And I recommend you wear a hat. You are very noticeable.
Also, Dell, I would say that.
I'm about to say, Morven, there's something you don't quite know about me. Put on the cloak in many fashions. Make it all nice and, I don't know, like I'm going to do a cult. Like I'm going to a cult meeting.
You mean put on your robe and pointy hat?
Robe, pointy hat. Oh, and the bird mask because like Lysander doesn't like walk around places, especially when he's doing therapeutic stuff. Like
headphones.
What?
Okay.
As Biggs was talking, my headset just maxed out and about blew my eardrums, and then went back to normal without me doing anything.
Okay.
Oh, and I wasn't talking that loud, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Ty,
anyway, yeah.
What?
That's a good place for us to stop.
Okay.
Right before the cult meeting. Before things go entirely who knows what way with the three of you going to a cult meeting.
Now, here's the question, guys. We may as well ask you all, which cult meeting are we going to next week? This one or the one you're all doing? When you're all at Princess of the Apocalypse?
Where are we doing?
We can discuss that probably later.
Yeah. I don't care one way or the other. If you,
It's a valid point.
We're going to a cult meeting next week. We just don't know which one.
Drew, are you still alive or did you fall out of your chair?
I'm still alive.
Okay.
I have to move around a lot though.
Okay, I was like, did you just fall out of your fucking chair, my dude?
My dude. Alright, well, you heard him. We're gonna end there. So let me find us someone to raid. That is...
Also doing the D's and D's.
We're gonna
D's and
raid them.
D's.
Steal their cookies.
See if I know anybody who's up.
Nobody I know is currently.
I have two other people that are up that are playing D&D. That we usually raid, but I was gonna see if I can find a... Candle keep. Interesting.
We're keeping whose candles where with how many cookies?
I don't know, they were like the second one on the list, so let's try it, guys.
Their art style looks interesting.
What? Oh, you saw it already?
I'm in the channel. I'm in the category list, so.
Jesus Christ, I'm done with Facebook. I went to just pop it up, and the first post that was there was a post in a Warhammer 40k group of somebody being like, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the God Emperor? I'm like, Jesus, fuck!
They know.
The world knows.
Well, now I can send you the thing that I was gonna send you.
Okay. I know. Ooh, Salamanders versus Adeptus Sororitas.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining us for another week of shenanigans. We will see you next week. We're not sure which game. We'll let you know in the Discord. If you are not a member already, be so. If one of you could plug that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid a fellow D&D group called Phoenix Iwaki, Phoenix Iwaki? Maybe? Cool. Close enough?
Yeah, we'll go with that. We're gonna go with that. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you later.
Bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. Good night, people.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Roy Diaz.
Nothing very exciting.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
But, you know,
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
I just
Oh.
a lot to take care of in the real world these days. But when I
So
get a
about
chance,
World of
I
Warcraft.
goes Daisy pretty much anywhere. I play
Talk to me
Fortnite with a
tomorrow.
fan.
I need to get off here and go. I'm gonna take Doggo out. Because she's been whining for the last half hour to go out.
Thank you for typing
I told her to just shut it.
coming with the raid there. We are heading off raiding. Let's keep that raid train going on. Give us a follow if you want to keep catch some
Right.
D&D and things. Hope you had yourselves a great stream as well. Thank you so much. Everyone, click on the username there, give them a follow, and thank you so much.
3 of you want to join the fucking cult. God,
we're gonna
I knew 2 of you would, not 3.
Okay, LD doesn't want to join. He's underneath. He's going there as a spy. Let me make that clear.
So you have to join the cult to be a spy, Snow.